Hi, my name is David, and you're watching RussCam.
Hi, I'm Russ Festina with another great episode of RussCam here at DevConnections. We have a lot of great folks we've been interviewing, and they'll be coming your way in this episode. We're out in Las Vegas. You were just telling me a very interesting story. Not only did you use Active Reports, you actually taught it. Is that?
I did. Now, this was before it was a GrapeCity project.
Right.
It was years ago, and I was a Microsoft certified trainer at the time. And I would teach classes in Visual Basic and Fox Pro and web development, all kinds of things. And we had one customer came to us and said, hey, we use this reporting tool called Active Reports. Can you teach us that? And
Wow.
And my boss said, yeah, Dave can do that. So I installed it, and it was a lot like the Fox Pro report design. It had bands and detailed bands and headers, and it was very intuitive, a lot of drag and drop stuff. So I learned it to put together a one-day class, and they loved it. Yeah. It was just a lot of fun.
We have the INETA Community Speakers Program, which you go to ineta.org/speakers and sign up if you want to be able to speak anywhere. We'll reimburse you up to $200 depending on the mileage of your trip. In February, INETA is turning 10, so look out for a lot of cool gifts and surprises and birthday announcements. ineta.org/birthday.
Why don't you mention some of the games you've written and where people can find them at?
Yeah, so I have one on Xbox that came out a long time ago called Dr. Popper, and then I created the sequel for it on Windows Phone called Popper 2.
Okay.
And then I have a new game called Stack Attack that's coming to Windows Phone in the next couple of weeks.
Oh boy, looking forward to that.
I told my wife the other day, I think I'm addicted to Windows Phone development.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Preach it to the choir there.
I am the Chief Hat Herder for CodeMash Conference, which is a cross-platform, cross-domain conference for software developers, and it's held at an indoor water park on Lake Erie in the middle of January.
GrapeCity's going to be there. We're going to sponsor that as well. And the CodeMash is what week is that?
That is the 11th through the 13th of January.
That's great. Right. What, you doing ice fishing or what out there in Lake Erie? Is that what we're going to do?
No, we're all indoor at the water park.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds good.
I'm actually got people kind of working for me. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've got a job and people work for me and all that. And they're awesome, totally awesome. So I give a shout out to James and John. That'd be fantastic. They're working real hard. So give a shout out to them.
Oh, that's great.
Thinking about maybe doing a book with my son actually.
Yeah.
Just did .NET Rocks.
He's right over here.
Yeah, he is.
There he is.
We're actually talking about possibly doing a book on algorithms for .NET coders.
We have a long-standing relationship with Spread. We love the system. It's fast. It does what we need it to do. A typical report is something like 3,000 rows by 200 columns, and it needs to be produced very quickly. It just works.
We were just chatting a little bit, and you were saying you are an Active Reports user.
Yes, I am. I've got it working in 2 different websites and a Windows solution at the moment.
Oh, wow. That's great. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the application that you built with it?
One of them's a medical research system. Another one's simply a standard business reporting application. The Windows one is a change management tool.
I'm Scott Willicke, and I'm a product manager here at GrapeCity. I work on Active Reports Server, which is our newest product.
That's an exciting product, huh?
I'm excited about it. I'm glad you are. So the story of this is actually that what we have done is taken our developer reporting tools and taken the feedback from our customers and actually created an entirely new solution. So we heard a couple of things from them. One, they want end users to design reports. The other thing is they want to let end users design reports on the web. So we actually created an end user designer that is entirely browser based. They don't need to install anything on their end users' machines to design the reports. And of course, as part of that, you need a server component, right? Because now you have people running reports on the server, and that has always been something that ASP.NET developers have to deal with in the past, where they have to actually handle scalability, deal with scheduling, things like that. Well, we took all of these features and built them into one product, and that's all in Active Reports Server.
You and I, we sat in on some, PowerView sessions over at SQL Path. You said there were some similarities there.
There's a lot of similarities, actually. I mean, it looks very similar in that, You don't need to use SQL to design your reports with Active Report Server.
Yeah.
It's easy to just kind of drag and drop things around and create a view of your data.
And you don't need the SharePoint stack either,
yeah,
right?
So with us, of course, we're not linked to the rest of Microsoft stack, so you don't have to install us with SharePoint. We have web services that allow you to integrate it into your own applications. And of course, you can take all your active reports, and if you have existing active reports, you can upload those to the server, and they'll take advantage of the scheduling, the load balancing, and the other features that we have on the server, like the web services. So you could now just delegate all of you want to report in PDF, call a web service, and the server will take care of it.
This episode of RussCam is brought to you by Active Reports from GrapeCity PowerTools.
Surfing the web?
Yeah, you ever tried to surf the web on your phone?
It's a little small.
Especially when you're looking at a big list like the new feature list for Active Report 6.
Oh yeah.
We've been using it for 15 years. The coolest new feature is the new Silverlight Report Viewer. What's cool about it, of course, it's both native Silverlight for printing, but it's also got PDF support, so that really minimizes the amount of data that has to come over the wire. Active Reports from GrapeCity PowerTools.
Smarter components for smarter developers.
Go to gv.gcpowertools.com, your online source for developer news. Plus, follow us on Twitter and Facebook.